Okay, let's continue with the class. Now we're going to go with the seventh tip, with the seventh strategy. Okay, now let's start. So, Aaron, please read the first paragraph and Helen read the second paragraph. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Scanning on the other hand, allows to quickly search a text for a particular piece of information. Scanning is ideal when students need to find a phone number in a directory, the date of a historical event, or the time their train is leaving.
Okay, very good. Go ahead, Helen.
The readings you will find in this are sort of short readings. You will read about urban legends, Albert Einstein's memorandum, and example of to toy reading
Toik.
so you take reading so you can get familiar with them.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Okay, now, what is scanning? What's scanning?
Make a fast search. I don't know.
Okay, it's similar like making a search. Okay, Someone else who wants to give opinions about scanning?
I think that when you're watching the text or the, for example, agenda, and you watch a, a letter or number that you might that you think that is correct, and watching like this, I don't know.
Okay, so look at here, it says scanning, on the other hand, allows you to quickly search a text for a particular piece of information. Scanning is ideal when students need to find a phone number in a dictionary, the data of a historical event, or the time their train is leaving. This one is like a schedule, okay? Or when you have your points to talk about. So that allows to read quickly the point or to get quickly the information. For example, when you are making presentations, I don't know if teacher Betty or other teachers already told you about to do like a list of what you talk about. So that's help you a lot for you to remember what you want to say, and also to identify the points. Okay, so that's similar like scanning, when you are making a list and you find easily what you want to say or what you want to search about. Okay, good, very good. Okay, now those are the seven reading strategies. Okay, we have previewing, contextualizing, visualizing, asking and answering questions, summarizing, skimming, and also scanning. So now we already know the 7 strategies. We are going to start with the first exercise that is in the book. Okay, this is about the reading comprehension. Okay, so what are we going to do right now? Guys, this exercise are similar like the exercise that you are going to find in the last exam that is about the TOEIC. Okay, so we are going to start with the first exercise and we are going to discuss which is the correct one, okay? Now it says directions, read the passage and answer accordingly. Okay, so who wants to read? Who wants to read? A volunteer? Volunteer who wants to read? Really, guys?
Me,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, very good. So Daniel, thank you. Oh,
Okay.
Danny.
Okay, then it dive talk on a city load Tuesday afternoon. Danny of in
A
Indianola,
Indianola. Yes, a
of
Indianola.
Indianola. Indiana was sick of kind of crying over not having an ice cream man. Um, he filed 10 large collars with the cream taste. He peeled into his van and drove around the city blazing ice cream man jingles. Then he got off with a wedding after he had polished all the love lover ice cream.
Okay, very good job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now, first of all, guys, we have to identify the vocabulary, okay? But in this case, I'm going to give you a tip for you to know which the word means, okay? When you start reading, okay, so you have to read carefully with spaces between commas or semicolons, okay? I'm not saying that you didn't read well, Daniel, but it's okay. Also, we have to identify the new words, okay? And we have to make sense with a sentence, okay? So someone else who wants to read this part? Someone else? So we are ready. Listen to Danny. Now I need someone else who wants to read this part.
I had to read this part.
Okay, can you? Yes.
Yeah. Danny Deep took on City Law Tuesday afternoon. Danny of Indianola, Indiana was sick of kids crying over not having an ice cream man. He filled 10 large ice coolers with ice cream treats. He peeled into his van and drove around the city blasting ice cream man jingles. Danny got up with a warning after gate police all the leftover ice cream.
Okay, good, very good. Okay, now that we read this part, we are going to find the main idea of, okay? So main idea, it says this story mainly tells letter A. Okay, okay. Letter 8, how to be an ice cream man. Letter B, why kids love ice cream. Or letter C, about a man who became his city's ice cream man. Okay, which do you think is the main idea?
Letter C.
Okay, so you say letter C. Someone else?
Could be letter A.
Could be letter A.
Letter C.
Letter C. Okay, now let's go part by part, step by step, okay? So Danny Dive, listen, Danny Dive is a person, right? Who became or took on a city law Tuesday afternoon. Okay, so this man came to to the city Tuesday afternoon. And also it says that he came from Indianola, Indiana, and he was sick of kids crying over not having an ice cream man. So it says that in this case, was sick means that something that you can stand. Okay. For example, imagine that you say that your neighbor is having parties all the time. You say, oh my gosh, I'm sick of listening to my neighbor's party. Okay, so it says that he was sick of kids crying over not having an ice cream. Okay, he filled the large ice cooler with ice cream treats. Okay, so he started making it. He peered into his van and drove around the city blasting ice cream men's jingles. What do you think is jingles, guys? What do you think is jingles?
I just know that is in the stem. Jingle bell.
Yeah,
Acá ves.
okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's like something that sounds right. Okay, Danny got off with warning after he gave police all the leftover ice cream. Okay.
Yeah, it's letter C. I read that.
Okay. So now
Letters.
it says at the end, Danny got off with a warning after he gave the police the leftover ice cream. So it means that, example, he made like a 1,000 ice cream men, but he only gave for example 998 ice cream. So that he gave to the police 2 ice cream men because that is the leftover. Okay, es el sobrante. Okay, so now we already discussed the text. So what do you think is the main idea?
Letter A.
Okay, now you say letter A. Mhm.
Letter C.
Yeah, I changed my mind. It's letter C.
Okay, in this case is letter C. Okay, about a man who became his city ice cream man. Why? Because it says took on city law. O sea, tomó la ley. Oh my gosh. Okay, about a man who became his city's ice cream man. Okay, so he was giving in all the sitting and ice cream. Okay, so in this case is letter C. Okay, so if you don't have the book, just write exercise number 1, page number 4. Okay, and item 1, it's letter C. Okay, now let's go with the facts. Where does Danny Dive live? Easy, that's easy. Where does Danny Dive live?
He lives in Indiana. More specific, Indianola.
Okay, very good. In Indianola, right? He comes from Indianola. Yes, Indianola. Here you have. Of Indianola, Indiana. He lives in Indianola. Okay, number 3. Let's talk about the context. What does the word jingle means in the story? Letter A, a catch rhythm, verse or song used in commercials. Letter B, to make a melodic ringing sound. Or letter C, to shape up and down. To shake up and down.
Letter E.
Letter A, you say letter
A.
A.
Sorry, letter A. Yes.
Okay.
Letter B.
It says to make a metallic ringing sound. Okay. It could be letter B. Okay. But also it could be letter C, to shake up and down. Okay. But guys, look at here. It says he peeled into his van and drove around the city blasting ice cream jingles. Blasting ice cream man jingles. So in this case, he was like, I don't know if you have ever heard los sorbeteros, that they are announcing that they sell ice cream, right? So this is similar. This is similar. So in this case, it's letter what?
B.
Letter
B.
B. Okay, letter B. Okay, now let's go with the sequence. What did Danny do after he filled coolers with ice cream treats?
He peeled into his van and drove around the city with the ice cream.
Okay, what did Danny do after he filled coolers with ice cream treats? Okay, first of all, what is ice cream treats for you? Let's understand what does this mean.
Como cono de helado.
Something like that is like snacks, okay? It's ice
Okay.
cream snacks, okay? So it says here that he peered into his van, so he carried that and put it in his van and drove around the city blasting ice cream man jingle. So he was telling and shouting, hey, I have ice cream man jingles, okay? So then he got off and warming after he gave the police the leftover, okay? So he was giving an announcement, okay? So what did Danny do after he filled coolers with ice cream treats? What did he do?
Well, the text says after that he peeled into his van and drove around the city blasting ice cream man jingles.
Okay, yes, he did that, okay, good. Now let's go with number 5, conclusion. From this story, you can tell that the police didn't want the ice cream. Letter B, the kids didn't like the ice cream Danny sold because he sold ice cream. Or letter C, Danny did not sell all the ice cream. So he sold or he didn't sell that. He sold or he didn't sell it. Which one? Or letter A, the police didn't want the ice cream.
Letter B.
Letter C.
Okay, in this case, it's letter C because he didn't sell all the ice cream. He didn't sell. Why? Because at the end, he gave the police all the leftover ice cream. El helado sobrante se los dio a quién? To the police, right? So in this case is letter C. And now let's go with the last one, the inference. Which of these statements is probably true? Letter A, the ice cream man is not allowed in Indianola. Letter B, people do not like eating ice cream in Indianola. Or letter C, the police threw the ice cream away.
Letter
Letter
B.
A.
Okay. So some of you say letter B and someone says letter A. Okay, in this case is, guys, letter A. Why is letter A? Because at the beginning it says took on the city law. So it means that Danny, that is a normal person, made that city that make that city to eat ice cream, okay, or to make ice cream, okay. Why? Because they couldn't have an ice cream man. So that's why he said was sick of kids crying over. Was sick of significa chicos como estar harto de, okay, of kids crying over not having an ice cream man. Okay, so in this case is letter A. Okay, why? Because in Indianola is not allowed the ice cream, and that's why he did that. And he gave for free the ice cream and treats. Okay, guys, so any questions about this?
No, teacher. This is homework or what?
No, this is about your class. What are we going to do as a homework is, I'm going to send you also the screenshots, okay? So what is as a homework is number 2, okay? So try to complete number 2, just number 2, okay? I'm going to send you the screenshot, okay? So try to complete number 2, and tomorrow we are going to discuss this part, okay? So we are going to discuss. It doesn't matter, teacher, but I was wrong with the main idea. Don't worry. That's why we are going to discuss this. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, very good. So as I told you, if you don't have the book, I'm going to send you the screenshot for you to do it, okay? So now, what are we going to do right now? So we're going to stop the video conference right now because of the time. And what I need you to write on the WhatsApp group is the summarizing, okay? So you have to do a summary about what you practiced today, okay? Every single day you have to write on the WhatsApp group since today, starting from today, the summarize of the class, okay? So what you practice on classes, okay, in classes, okay?
We will do in a message or in notebook and a picture now. What?
No, in a message, just I need you to type. Necesito que me lo escriba de forma directa,
Okay.
okay? Good, guys. So if you don't have any question, okay, solo porfa me ponen ahí en el grupo su nombre y la palabra present para confirmar la asistencia. Ya la tengo, pero I need to confirm that.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so guys, thank you so much for being here. And remember, tomorrow we have classes at CDS in the auditorium.
Okay,
Okay,
teacher.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, so bye-bye.